to put that pressure on Trey Lance. Where it does make sense from a business standpoint, should something happen to Trey Lance, whether it be he falters and he's not the guy that I think he is, or have it be that he gets injured, you've got Jimmy G as your backup. And where it's crap is that they're going to be a quarterback controversy because Trey Lance is their starter. They love Trey Lance. They love what he brings to the table. They love what he's doing. And he's going to be their starter. So barring injury or barring a huge setback of his growth, then Jimmy G just signed a $6.5 million backup extension is what he got. And I'm kind of shocked by it. I really am. I'm surprised. I watched the Steelers this weekend. I know, Kenny Pickett had another great outing. I know they believe he's the future. But they're a contender with Jimmy G right now. You look at other teams out there like the Seattle Seahawks, it could be a contender with Jimmy G right now. Houston Texans, no, never mind. But anyway, I mean, look, those other two teams that I mentioned could be a contender with Jimmy G right now, and they just stood pat with who they have. And I mean, God, I don't see what the point of it was, but there was no market for Jimmy G, and the Niners decided to keep him. But it's I mean, there's no way he's a starter, right?
Yeah, I mean, they have pretty much come out and said that Trey Lance is their starter even before the end of last season. So, I mean, obviously Trey Lance is a starting moving forward. But, Combs, just to add to your point there, the reason why there was no market for Jimmy G is because everybody knew that the 49ers had to basically move him in the end. So why would you want to offer a first round or a third round or hell, even a fifth round pick for somebody that you know that the San Francisco 49ers have to move in the end? So I'm going to say this is 100% fact. There is going to be a quarterback controversy in San Francisco 100%, and they made a huge mistake by this just because of, let's say Trey Lance starts off the season 0-3. Are fans not screaming, put Trey Lance in, or sorry, put Jimmy G in, put Jimmy G in, put Jimmy G in? You are 100% lying to yourself if they're not screaming, put Jimmy G in. Just because we've seen Jimmy G, when he plays a full season, he leads you to the NFC Championship game. They are literally probably one quarter away from talking about a dynasty with Jimmy G. So I don't understand why they would even dream about keeping a quarterback like Jimmy G on the roster when Trey Lance is their guy. There were rumblings out there that Mason Rudolph and the 49ers had mutual interest in each other. Mason Rudolph for Jimmy G as a trade. And then I jumped on that bag. I'm like, this is perfect. This is great. This is exactly what the Pittsburgh Steelers need. This is exactly what the San Francisco 49ers need. Mason Rudolph is a good backup quarterback, and get him from the AFC North so his head can grow back in a natural shape again. So, I mean, this is 100% fact that this is a mistake by the San Francisco 49ers because this is Tim Tebow back in 2007 with the Denver Broncos 101 all over again. This is a huge mistake.